You know, this video here is basically out of frustration. Earlier today, we had a school shooting and near town, right outside of Detroit. And I say we because this school shootings affect everybody. Everybody love their kids. Everybody want the best for them. And when these little devils get upset, get frustrated, or whatever, they strike right at the heart of every parent to attack children because of some issue at home you can't deal with. You take your frustration to a school. And the report said that the child was like 15 years old. Father bought the gun on Black Friday. And then you turn around and take that gun to school and make it a Black Tuesday. Shooting, killing 2 children, wounded a teacher, several others wounded. And I know the kid is white. And I don't like coming on to do a video unless I do the research. But I seen a little bits of the news reports. I know this is a white kid. Identity is being held. Parent is not cooperating with the police. He ain't been, then you have, Joe Biden sitting up here giving his condolences once again, as opposed to enacting laws and punishments or something to stop this. The weapon that the father bought was some semi-automatic handgun. Police say it was some 15 to 20 rounds this guy shot off. And you already know the narrative. He's going to be some type of mentally ill, sympathizing with him. But the fact of the matter is this. Whatever this kid is dealing with, for him to take his frustration out at a school, on teachers, Black people have been bullied, abused, mistreated for 500 years. You don't see us retaliating like this. This is why that's why I love my people. We are the most beautiful, the most resilient, the most patient. But at some point, our patience must come to an end. At some point, enough has got to be enough. Here you got a coronavirus that they keep releasing variants from left to right. Every week is a different variant. It's too much to deal with. It is too much to deal with. And for whatever situation that's out here, Black people suffer it the worst because we have no refuge. We have nowhere we can go and just, be to ourselves. We work with them. We go to school with them. Some of us marry into them. There's nowhere we can go. And like I say, and for you to take your problems out on children, the death of a child is a wound no parent heals from. Trust me, I know this personally. And to see how people can just go up here and take their frustration out on children that have nothing to do with what you're going through. Everybody been teased, everybody been bullied. But it was a time when you had enough of being bullied, you stood up and you fought. And you lived to see another day. These fools, now you go up here and shoot and kill 2 people, wound a teacher, then you surrender yourself to the police. You know, you're willing to inflict pain, but not willing to accept it yourself. Now you could have dealt with this at home all by yourself. You may have to take your problems nowhere else. And my big issue is all our solutions, all the solutions we come up with, keep us in this environment, keep us under their government, under their rules, under their laws. Like this is the only reality that can exist in this country. White people came here and displaced every ideology on how this country was going to develop without them because they had a better way. And they didn't want to negotiate, they didn't want to compromise. They just took it over. And you see right now the culmination of their ideas. I was telling this white guy today, a good idea is a good idea at the time. But after a while, over a course of time, you see whether or not this good idea was actually a good idea. When you see they put a capitalist system into this country, this Democratic Republican Party into this country, and started this ball rolling unopposed, they didn't consider nobody else in the development of this land. Everything that's in this country now is what white people wanted it to be. And we see society declining by the day, by the minute. And it all started with somebody's, at the time, good idea. And we're on the verge of self-destruction. And I say we because as long as we don't have our own alternative to existing, our fate is their fate. Whatever happens to them is going to happen to us. And as I've said 100 times, it don't have to be that way. If we develop our own economic philosophy, our own political governing body, our own businesses and industries to provide for our people, when you look at all the money we spend paying other people to feed us, to clothe us, we buying vehicles, computers, all this, we could be doing this for ourselves. And when these devils snap, because they can't stay in a house too long. COVID put an end to these school shootings for a while. But that's just for a while. These devils got to destroy, they got to kill. It's just in them. And when you look at all the money we spend paying somebody else to do what we could do for ourselves, and to be as vulnerable as we are, at some point we got to come up with our own good idea and providing for ourselves, building our own. And then go project that thought 20, 30 years into the future and see what black people be at then. That lead me to think about this conversation I had. Well, it was a Kevin Samuel post. And he was saying like 2.1 million black men are, I guess, high value men or whatever it is. And I don't even know what the point of the post was, I guess. But my response was, if we got 2.1 million or 2.3 million or whatever high value black men earning X amount of dollars working in somebody else's system, just imagine if blacks had their own businesses and industries, hired their own people, established their own economic floor, Imagine how many millionaire black people we would have in our own. If everything we get in this system is at the hands of our oppressor, what could be our economic and social future look like? What would it look like if we had ownership and control over them? The mere thought of that, when I put that comment there, some dumb white guy gonna respond, talking about some, oh, so you want to abolish affirmative action. I said, what the F does abolishing affirmative action got to do with what I posted? But this is the mentality of white people. These are the people that you Negroes love. These are the people that you Negroes don't want to leave. You can't live without them. The mere thought, soon as you inject a thought of blacks doing something for themselves, now he want to abolish affirmative action. Everything they got, they took from other people. Everything they got, they took primarily from black people. They took our language, our culture, our heritage, blah 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 blah. I done said it a million times. But the second you talk about taking control over your way of life, not theirs, yours. Now they want to take back everything that every policy, piece of legislation, act, whatever, that so-called benefit black people. You have the audacity to live up under this economic structure while you have 2.1 million black people that's high value out of 44 million. And you Negroes got the nerve to talk about or even entertain the thought of doing for yourself? So now he want to undo everything. This don't make no sense. This white guy talking about undoing every law, affirmative action, whatever else he was going to say. And I'm like, bro, trust me, I'm not the one you want to have this conversation with. I'm not the one. And this is what I be telling my people. As soon as you talk about building your own, you're going to see Whitey for who he truly is. You're going to see him for who he truly is. You try to do anything to provide a way for your children, your family, and they will undo everything they can, and you think you're vulnerable now. You know, every job you have, it comes with an at-will threat. They can fire you at any moment, let them tell it. When you have conversations around black people today under this environment and you talk about doing something different and they threaten you with the livelihood of not only yourself but your children, punishing you like a child, I'm going to suspend you from work, and we got to sit here and just remain silent while these bastards keep walking up into school. Because one day it's going to be a school your child attend. One day it's going to be your home, your place of business. And then it's going to be too late to do anything. We got to start doing something right now. I mean, this is crazy. And Joe Biden, keep your apologies and sympathy to yourself, bro. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm going to end this video here. And if you like this message, please share it. And if you like this content, consider subscribing to this channel. And with this video, as with all my videos, it is for the complete liberation of my people. And I see you in my next message. Ashe.